Welcome back to another battle, everybody. Today we're playing Progressive Capitals on the airship map. And fret not, we are here with no true random. We have fog. We're back to the meta settings, so to speak. And we're playing an airship, one of the currently most popular maps on Risk. It is the largest map on Risk, if you are unfamiliar. We're playing as a green player out of the 5th position. We've got a 1-point hold off of this 2 for the vault +2, which is what I'm eyeing currently. I don't love my other options. I have a 1-point hold on this 2 back here. I'm worried that somebody's got either a further back or further up 1 point, and I know that they wouldn't have that on this scenario here. So stall A is not a terrible spot because it holds the +1 here, the +4 here, and the +1 here. But I just could see somebody being record vents, pool queue, or storage wires, and I don't really want to take that risk out of the 5th position. So we're going to cap here with the intention of rolling back into this pocket, take the +2 on our first turn, and feel all good about it. Fine and dandy. I imagine white goes on the 3 over here on the 1 point in cockpit, but that 1 point actually extends all the way over to tapes here. And that actually tapes one point is crazy strong. That not only 1 points this +2, +1, +2 here, it also 1 points the +3, +2, +2, and then residual territories here. I think it's a no-brainer for white to go on this 3. I'm really surprised that he's even thinking about this. Interesting. I personally wouldn't have gone there. He must see this as a more appealing 1 point, or maybe somebody is capped on viewing data. That would explain that one a little bit more. But enough of us scrolling around the board. We are going to be focused on what we got to do as black. Yeah, black rolls the capital there. Not surprised by that. Would not be surprised to see an instant bot from our good friend Roland Ta too. I'm thinking black's got double capital hold here. That's tough. White, I mean, no brainer cap on this one here, I think. And he goes for a much weaker and less safe option than what would have been a 6 cap. So I don't see any action so far behind me from orange, which is promising. Hopefully we don't have like pink or red capped on one of these 3 territories. Those would be pretty terrible cap options. And yeah, ideally a decent start ahead of us. Black's in a very, very strong first turn position, and that is the one downside to airship. I really strongly dislike being in the later turn order positions. As long as you're playing the game the right way, I just find the first, probably just 2, not even the 3rd position, and certainly not the 4th, but the first 2 positions on this map in particular to be incredibly strong. And we have a visitor. Some of you may not even know our little visitor here, because when I got the new camera, it showed less of my torso and also less of the cat. But we have Fergus here. He is one of our 2 cats. And he's obviously the more camera friendly one because you don't see Seamus very often. But Fergus is here, alive and in the flesh. We didn't get hit a single time on the first turn here. I'm going to try to scoot Fergus to the side. He might be hopping up onto our computer. And yeah, we're going to take... I'm actually going to do this tactically. I don't want black in here. So we're going to see what we have back here. We have black. I'm going to go 6 here. Let me roll this out first. Not great dice on that. Barely get it. I just don't want black here. That's fine. I will leave orange there. I do not want black behind us. Not as long as I'm aware of how many troops he has. How does white play this? It looks like he's still playing the game. It does not look like he is botted. He is trying to slow roll. I think pink must have been capped here, then that's why white didn't go there. He lost all 3, and then it looks like he slow rolled again. So I think pink is capless. Black getting 11 already. That's why I'm glad I got him out of there. I didn't want to deal with that player. And maybe he's lurking up here. Who knows? But I didn't want to deal with him potentially being behind us. We didn't get the best of dice there, but it's all good. We do pick up a bonus, and I'm really going to try my best to take as much of these other bonuses as we can. Gap room, what is this one called? Meeting room. Those ones I think is necessary for us to take. As Fergus is in the lap. I'm not going to lift him up because he's in the lap now, but we actually have our good luck charm. And orange is only getting 5, so we're not super worried about orange. We saw a little bit of red's action down here, but he lost a 3-on-1. I don't think that 3-on was into me either. It was not. It was into some other material in here. So he shouldn't have this bonus. Probably only has the +1. Orange is actually botted. So the orange player is botted. There may be a capital up for grabs over on this side here. I might be able... Yeah, pink did lose his cap. I had a feeling that would happen too. I think he may have the +1 or territory count is keeping him at 4. But white manages to pivot off of not having his original cap. Black is going to be a very, very strong opponent, though. We're going to have to try to deal with him. We're going to have to try to likely deal with red. But I'm not positive anybody's really on our side of the board. If black, white, and pink were all capped down here, we don't know where red is. I assume the orange cap was in here. Pink playing in the middle of the board. Rolls my 2 for some reason. That doesn't seem very wise. Red is getting 9. So red does have at least 1 bonus, if not 2. I wonder if he has this +2 here as well. In that case, maybe we don't go for orange just yet. I'd like to keep the orange kill guard behind myself too. Especially since this player is botted. And it looks like our good friend red... Well, I can't say good friend, but our friend red here... I said I can't say friend. I can't say good, I guess, is what I meant to say. He may push for this pretty aggressively. Rolls me out of there. Wow. Well played. So we have a +2 here. We get basically the same amount of troops we got on the last turn. I am just going to roll straight off of this. So we're going to assume that there's no cap in front of me. If this is the wrong assumption, that's a bit disappointing. It was the correct assumption. And again, removal of black on my side of the board is paramount to my success in this game. So that is the goal here. And I don't want pink getting extra troops either. So I will go back to capital, but we don't want pink getting any extra troops. So if we can knock them down a couple territories, that's not a bad thing. I do think we likely get broken by orange here. Now, interestingly, white is going to play for this bonus back here. So I see why he didn't cap here. I honestly still think it's not a bad idea too, especially with how many territories you start out with on this board. I feel like he should have just capped there, could have taken pink's cap and the bonus on the first turn. And instead, he's doing that on the second turn, but doesn't have the cap there. Black at least got the +2 here in armory. Now, the interesting thing about pathing is, assuming black is knocked out of this general vicinity, there's only 1 point he can come out of here. Red and I converge, and we could theoretically card block black. If it ends up coming down to me, red and black, theoretically card block black in here. Now, if he has stolen the orange capital, which would be unfortunate, it's a different story. But I'm thinking red is likely capped on pool Q. Black comes out of this region over here, so red definitely doesn't have this bonus. I'm wondering if he has this. Orange is getting 8, so orange, hopefully this doesn't, it's going to stack against me. Ah, bummer. That is a little bit of a bummer. Because it's got the +3 and cap still. So maybe red's here. Maybe red is here. Stop. Halt. Darn. Fergus left too. I scared him away by saying darn. All right, we'll get an extra troop here. Maybe even a couple more off of that. It's really going to come down to, like, does pink want to make himself a target? Because he hit my 2 there on that last turn for no reason. He's apparently still here. Unless this turn is his bot turn. We're going to go into orange here, though. If I can steal if the orange cap is in here on a favorable position, we can steal the orange capital on this next turn. Got to play a little loosely. Black is getting a ton of troops, but hopefully his direction is going to be into white instead of into us. It looks like pink is likely going to bot here, which is fine. I should start with, well, we get +1, +2, +3. That's 8 at least. We're sitting at 4 extra territory-related troops right now, but I'm not sure that will persist. So we could get up to 12 here. Not super optimistic about that amount. Because if we get hit remotely by red, which we very much could in this +1 here, bot stacks against what I think is red's cap. Red gets 13, so he has the +4 after having the +1 and maybe a little bit more in that last turn. He may be coming and stealing the oranges, or the oranges cap. Or no, he does not come and steal an oranges cap. So orange will stack against him here. I can steal oranges cap. And I may even completely undefend this, depending on how much we have here. Pretty good dice. I am going to take this. And I am going to leave my capital completely undefended. So the reason for this is red likely comes off of this with a bunch of material. And there's certainly a risk. There is certainly some risk behind... Name of the game, right? Certainly some risk behind red coming out this way. But if this is where I stack and black remains aggressive towards white and not towards me, it's a chance we hold the +4, get some troops on this capital later. I'm hoping black tries to go aggressive into white but fails the cap roll. That's really my hope. He doesn't get anything off of that. Orange is only getting 3. And it stacks in here. So this orange, it may be forced to roll one of these 2-on-1s. Or, okay, red busted into here maybe. We didn't see it. It's going to stack against me as almost a little bit of a buffer. So I'm not positive where his cap... He may even have a more inferior cap than we were expecting. So pink has botted, orange is botted. I'm hoping that pink doesn't place any troops against us. I see a little bit of their distribution. Red's got most of this over here. Should get 2 extra troops on this turn. Should be up to... Or, yeah, probably 2 extra troops. Should be up to 15, if not 14. Pink swings around this way. Yeah, 14. So this could be a 29 stack. Gonna have to hit some orange. A little bit of a split in here if he doesn't try to roll the capital as well. One more roll. We should see it hit the 4. There it is. Only 14 troops here as well. If he leaves this stacked on me, I'm going to go full send into him. We're playing a bit dangerous. I don't know that he's going to have additional cards. I think he'll remain stacked. Yeah, he remains stacked on me. Find his cap. I'm not going to... Well, what would he get otherwise? Can I just chill? Should I keep going? Let's roll one more, and then if I don't get good dice on this, I'm glad I did that. Now, I'm actually going to defend this capital. I think this is the more important one to defend. We managed to snuff red's bonuses completely out, and hopefully white can put up a barricade into black. This should get red down to 4. Any amount of effort white can put into black is good for us, because black is obviously the biggest threat on the board. Getting 17 troops, and we have very, very poorly defended capitals. I intentionally didn't hold on this one because red is going to trade in, and he is going to retake, and it's in my best interest to let him retake as far, or not let him through, right? I'd rather keep him stuck behind me. Maybe he bots out, and then we can take all of this 1 point from orange's cap. That's fine, too. Bot trades. I don't think 7 rolls me. This back here is a little risky. It might break me. That'll probably break me. Yep. The black didn't hit me, so I'm fine with that. Keep orange barricaded in with us. So I'm assuming red sets. He shouldn't... He'll get 6 off the trade-in, probably 4 off territory. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He'll get 4 off territory, 6 off the trade-in, 10 total troops. Can't get both capitals with that and knock me out back here. So that's promising, at least. And ideally, black and white are still quarreling. But white is not quit, which is good. Pink is also not very strong, but sets in early. So he's not going to get 6. He's going to get 8. So he'll get 12 troops here. You start here 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. He doesn't trade. He does not trade. Wow. Okay. Does he roll this to break? No. I'm going to trade. I have a trade without the Joker. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3. Yeah, all right. I need the 2 dice slider. We don't get it. Okay. That's unfortunate. Playing super risky here. White sets. Surprised by that. We almost had him. He'll be able to retake here, but not do much more than that. He will get the 15, which is not ideal. Okay. I'm playing a really, really risky game here. That's for sure. The 2 dice slider. What did I get on the cap? I only lost 2 on the cap and then lost the 2 dice slider, which is just brutal. Right, step down, because 2, we'd leave 2 back here off of a 6. I'd have 4, 3, and then, or well, 3, 2, and then we'd be able to 2-on-1 in the corner here. Black, I think white is trying to roll one of black's caps right now, slow roll it. I don't understand how he'd think he would have enough troops for that. I think this is the good part about this is black is going to ideally devastate this player. Not eliminate, but devastate is my hope. Got him down to 16, so he at least removed territory. This is not looking good for white. It's only on 2 cards as well. If we see white bot, that's probably him being toast, and we just got to hope we can snuff red out of here fast enough. I traded early. We still have the Joker, which can work, which should hopefully work with us. And I'm glad I didn't cap here in this bonus. I did have the correct read that this player was behind us. I won't know if white has lost his capital. Orange hopefully just plays in here. We could potentially eliminate orange for 3 cards here if we don't lose this capital. And then use that trade-in. Use that trade-in into... because it's going to swing around to red here. Use that trade-in into red and try to get red out of the game. Although red might be stuck back in here. If black rolled out of this, red's stuck on this 1 down in scale. Red might still be down here. That is a concern of mine. Is that black, because red came out and then failed the roll. Comes up into me. I think knocking orange out of here is going to be our best bet. Lost cap. He's getting 18 troops to be able to try to do whatever he can do in here. We will retain these 2 bonuses. The best thing in the world would be if he is down here and tries to play off of that position to completely ignore me. If he trades it, and I'm not really sure. This is something he should have been thinking. If he's still in the game, he should have been thinking about this the entire time since I made my move on him. What your next plan is. He may have quit, which is fine. That actually is likely going to stabilize me effectively. And the even better thing could be if he is down in here and it trades down in here, then I just retain a couple of these troops behind me. I can't believe red would quit out of this position. I still think you have a chance. He must not feel that that's a very good chance. But I feel very good about you guys subscribing to the channel. Shout out to James Wilson, Amish Dragon, Sabrina, Gray, and Brad Miles for subscribing to the channel. If you guys want a shout out in an upcoming video, all you got to do is subscribe. Make sure you have public subscriptions on. I'll give you a shout out that I believe you deserve. And let us eliminate the orange player here. There could be orange down in here still. If there is, we're just going to have this bot trade in down there. Because I want to try to get these extra cards now. And again, if they're not here, if they're not going to be here, we do actually finish that bonus. So nothing on this cap on the left. That's fine. We likely feed orange, hopefully to white if white has pathing. He lost his cap, but maybe not the bonus. So orange is definitely down in here. Hopefully black is not aware of that. I thought I had seen a territory down here. I was hoping that one of these guys removed it. Black getting 24 troops. White doesn't even take it. White is actually botted, so I wish I had noticed that earlier, because black may come up and devastate me. I do have a trade on 3. He would trade off of orange. Maybe he misses the orange elimination here, but he could go orange into pink into white if he does this right and trade off of all of them, I believe, because orange would put him on 4. Pink would be 2 cards, knock him down to 3. Or knock him on to 6. The 2 would trade him in again. So orange was in here. Oh, well. Let's trade the black player. We have at least a defense, so we should be able to fight back, and our trade and off of our 3 trade will be better. Let red in here, take some extra cards. He probably kills white. And like I said, he's going to get a trade. Oh, he won't actually trade off of pink. If he eliminates pink, he will not trade off of pink. But he could end up stealing my cap here. Now, if I eliminate pink, I do trade off of pink. Ah, he is coming up to hit me. He knows the cap is on the left. Breaks me here. Won't get to this bonus at least. And feeds me pink actually pretty cheaply. Should break me here. I don't love this play from black. I think it's a little bit overly aggressive. I can't imagine he's well enough defended down here by the distribution of troops on that particular turn. Presumably, Pink takes the bonus. Pink takes a bonus. I think it's exclusive. Does it hit my 2? It actually hits my 2, so he must be boxed against this, so which means we're going to have to hit through a lot. And ideally, red doesn't roll this capital here, but I think it probably will. We'll still get a decent amount of troops here. I'm not super concerned that black has this 6 here. If I can trade in, eliminate pink, deal a bunch of damage to black, it may even be worthwhile to, yeah, trade, eliminate pink, hope red doesn't have a set on 3. This probably rolls my 3 cap. Yeah. Not a whole lot of troops on that. Get 23, 30 trade. We're going hunting. I don't know. I don't think this roll is going to win. I lied. The roll won. Come on. Nice. Got 11 there. Okay. If he has a trade on 3, he wins the game. Bring this forward because these extra troops back here. We hope red doesn't set. I don't have a trade. Ladies and gentlemen, I do not have a trade in. I do not have a trade in on 4. I do not have a trade on 4. You got to be kidding me. I need red to roll all the way up through here and break and open my cap. Or I do not eliminate this. This bot's going to set. It sets behind me. Good game. No trade on 4. If I had a trade on 4, I actually could devastate this guy. No trade on 4. The only thing that might keep me alive here is that black won't have enough to get through this cap, and I'll survive behind the capital. I need this not to split. It needs to stop attacking. Pull troops forward. Oh, no, it defends in the back. It defends in the back. All right, well, I got to try to prevent whatever I can prevent here. No set. He gets 37 troops. Probably sets. He does not set. I think that's a big mistake. I think that's a really, really big mistake. Because he doesn't kill me here either, and he's probably not going to be able to cap run. can I cap run? He won't succeed here. He rolls this. Keep going. Finds red. Does the 14 come here? No, the 12 sits there. I don't remember how much this one had on it. Or I don't even know that I saw this one. This one doesn't have anything on it. I mean, if red sits behind him, that's better for me, right? With as many troops as it has back there. We'll eventually get the cap and have the card farm, but... I think I roll this 14 just so he has fewer troops pointed at me. Trade in. No, I honestly think we got to take the risk. Just play off of what we have. I'm going to send like 12. Because he doesn't have, he shouldn't have anything on this. He does not. He doesn't have anything here. I want these troops to go to that cap. Or do I just want to clear him out of here? No, I'll send him here. Why not? In case he tries to backdoor. Trade on 3. Yes! Huge! Huge. Humongous. Because I broke everything, right? He only got 10 troops. Which is less than what I got, right? I got more than that, didn't I? I got 19. He is a human. If he rolls this, I don't care. I mean, the stuff down here I think is better than what's up there. My cap wasn't particularly great. Okay, he's going to backdoor me here. Wow. Wow, really bad dice. So I can steal this back too. Loses 5 on a 3. That's fine. He won't get in here, so we can clear him out back here. I think he thinks he has a chance of getting in here. He will not get in here. So we'll see. Presumably the 23 rolls back to here. Potentially red even flushes him out up here. If this stays here, I trade in and I hit it. Yeah, all right. That's good enough for me. I think we can deal as much damage as we really need to on this turn. And I still exist behind red, so he won't fully be able to kill me. Presumably red takes the rest of this bonus, would be my guess. Not sure why he's saying oops. I don't want to over push my bounds here, but yeah, where it's eventually going to knock me out of there, which is a little bit dangerous, but let's get this out of here. 7. I'm going to take this. I don't want a lot there. I don't really care that this locks it off. I'm trying to... Nah, it's alright. Because he might have a trade on 3 here, right? We basically traded caps. I wasn't defending hardly anything this game because we were trying to play aggressive. He's going to kill red. Wow. I mean, that just loses. There's so much of red back here. He is accepting second place. That is crazy to me. He might not even eliminate this, honestly. There was so much red back in here. I'm really skeptical if he even gets this elimination. Yeah, he gets it, but barely. And he doesn't trade off of it either. Good game. That is wild to me. He immediately played for second, which I was almost prepared to do. I won't world down this player. We had a good straight up battle. Good game. Well played. And a big old thumbs up to the black player. I won't waste any time on this guy. I can't believe he did that pivot. Good game, brother. Wow. By the way, I mentioned those people earlier. If I forgot to say that if you want to shout out an upcoming video, all you got to do is subscribe and make sure your public subscriptions turned on. I'm saying it again. If I did forget, or if I didn't forget, we're saying it again. If I did forget, then there you go. Shout out to Black. Good stand-up game here. Beginner on them. Expert on red. Master on white. Really interesting cap choice by white. Novice on the other two players. Not surprised. Those players both botted nearly immediately. If you guys enjoyed this one, hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. We'll see you in the next video. As always, everybody, I've been C-Money. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace.